This is episode 107. I'm your host, Snipes KB, with the one and only Teboo. What's good, bruh?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I see you brought backup today. So, good
Oh,
good
yeah.
conversation, NFC South. I'm ready to get into it.
If you on YouTube, everything is on the bottom of the screen right here. So let's jump right into this. Now, let me introduce these two returning guests. One guest was one of my first guests that I had on this podcast back when we were at Germantown Library, and him and Joey Hooks, and pretty much growing up, he picked up the nickname Diesel. Uh, so I'd like to welcome to the podcast for the second time, Diesel. What's good, man? And a backup for the Bucks as well.
Of course. Thank you for having me again. I definitely appreciate it. Teboo, appreciate y'all both having me, and Justin, welcome. But no, I appreciate the podcast, and I appreciate you having me. Definitely going to talk about these Bucks. We ain't as bad as y'all think.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. See, man, this is why I bought backup, man. This is why I bought backup today. All right, so this person, back in high school, he pretty much was the all athlete of just he could have played golf, tennis, or whatever. He probably would have killed it there too. He is a right now he is a stuttering. Right now he is a professional basketball player playing in 12 countries for the last 13 years. Like to welcome to the podcast for the second time, Justin Carter. What's good, man?
What's up? Thank you, man, for getting me back, man. It was definitely a pleasure, having me the first time on here. Now I'm back, and I'm talking about my Saints. Who that? Who that? Talking about my Saints.
All right, so since this is episode 107, it is only right for us to name any athletes that have wore the number 7. Justin, we can we can start off with you. You can name any athletes that have worn the number 7 from any sports. Diesel, we will go with you. Teboo, then myself.
I'm going to go my man Melo, Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Growing up out here in Maryland, always, looked up to him. I looked up my game to him. So I'm going to give it up to him. I'm going to give him his flowers. So I'm going to go with number 7, Carmelo, number 7.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Diesel?
Oh, I came with a laundry list, every sport. Well, not every sport, but a couple different sports. So with soccer, you got David Beckham. And football, you got to go. I'm gonna go first person. If you pull up football, they're gonna come with like John Elway or something. But John Elway straight. But there's a guy in Atlanta who killed it. Named Michael Vick, who wore that number 7. Very, 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 very great. So let me go there. Basketball. First, crazy thing was Melo didn't come to mind first. Number 7, Brandon Roy came to mind for me first.
Yeah. Walking bucket.
Like Brandon Roy was a dog
that guy.
A lot of people be forgetting about. But then Carmelo, Pistol Pete, people like that came up after that. So after that was it for me right there. I just had soccer, football, and basketball right there.
Bro, you shot my list, bro. You straight shot my list. You straight shot my list.
Got my list too. That's what I was doing over here.
Because I was thinking about the people who were like instrumental to the sport. Basketball, if you talk about anybody early in the day, like I talked to my father, he goes on and on about Pistol Pete and how much he changed the game of basketball. And then Brandon Roy, if he didn't have bad knees, we talking about Brandon Roy all day, every day. Like he was a dog.
He was a monster football, on 2K. He was
exactly
mid-range assassin.
Assassin. His pull-up game was up like subpar, like not subpar, but crazy. Then football, you got Vic. I should have said Leonard Fournette, but
stop, bro. Stop.
All right, my bad. Hey, I had to do a little bit of research, man. I don't want to come on here butt naked, man.
I feel you. I definitely do appreciate it though, because I got a total of 10 people, and he took about like 7.
Okay, I got a bit of a list. I got a bit of a list. I'm not gonna try and take them all because Snipes be killing me in these lists every week. So first off,
I'm at my match this week.
First off, I'm gonna start off with the hometown people. Kevin Durant, number 7 for the Brooklyn Nets.
That's right.
Last year,
I forgot he won number
before
7.
he played, Trayvon Diggs, number 7 for the Cowboys. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins, number 7 for the Commanders when he was with us. CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know.
Yeah.
I got one, Snipes. I'm gonna let you have it because I think you got this one.
Yeah.
But for my last one, I'm gonna go with my boy, Commander starting quarterback, number 7, Sam Howell, when he was at UNC. So
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
You saying
If you don't
he's
say it,
starting?
if you don't say it, I gotta say it after you say it.
What'd you say, Justin?
Nah, I was saying you saying Sam Howell starting?
Oh yeah. For sure.
That's what's up.
I'm rocking with
that.
All right.
He started.
All right. So my list: Barry Bonds, his rookie year when he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1986. Mbappe, since I am in France right now. Mbappe. Let me continue to go down this list because Diesel took some people off my list. Randall Cunningham, wore number 7 with the Philadelphia Eagles, of course. Playoff Lenny. Geno Smith, currently wears number 7 with the Seattle Seahawks right now. Doug Flutie wore number 7 in the NFL for his short stint that he had. I believe he with the Bills and the Chiefs. Bills and the Chargers, San Diego Chargers. I'm not sure if he wore it with the Patriots. And then Jermaine O'Neal wore number 7 with the
Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah. That was a good list, man. That was a good list. Everyone definitely came down with it. All right, man. So we're just gonna go right into this. We're gonna go right into the NFC South, as you know, who I am representing over here. Last time, everyone knows when this happened. 2020 year, Tom Brady has now left us. The Bucks. It was a great 3 years with us. Last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense was ranked 15th, 32nd when it came down to running the ball. It was terrible to watch. Defense, regardless of what happened, was still a top 10 defense last year. Todd Bowles was given an unfair hand last year as far as just the short notice as far as becoming the head coach. So that could kind of benefit on the way that they played last year. In comes in Baker Mayfield, a healthy Baker Mayfield. I think our team will go as far as Baker can go. Can the Bucks defense, with all the adjustments that they made this offseason, can they be a top 5 defense? Rashad White, can he be the first running back to run over 1,000 yards since 2015 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Before I even say more, we will give Diesel 60 seconds uninterrupted to talk his shit about his Bucks. No need for me to say anything because I said enough within the past year. So I'm going to give the mic to you. Tebow, could you take care of the time?
I'm going to stop you right when the buzzer goes off, all right? Might be mid-sentence. Wow, I got you, all right?
All right. Understand. All right. Let's jump right into it. So first off, the Bucks. I got us winning anywhere from 7 to 8 games. I feel like we're going to sweep the Panthers with the rookie coach, rookie quarterback. Big thing, people are underestimating our defense. Our defense is back. They're healthy. We still have our nucleus with our 2 linebackers. You can't do nothing with those 2 guys. Our defensive backs got better. Our D-line still with Vea, so we good there. Offense, we still have weapons around Bake. Like, don't get me wrong, is Bake the best option? He was our only option, so it is what it is. If he's healthy, I feel good. If he ain't that, if he gets hurt somewhere along the way, then we're gonna be in super duper duper trouble. Rashad White, I think, is gonna have a breakout season, and we still got Godwin, and we got Chris Godwin. We still got
Snipes. Like I said, this is your backup, man. I don't want to say nothing else. Go ahead right into it.
Hey man, I mean, it's like what Deez was saying. Basically, go ahead, go ahead,
Oh,
Go ahead.
go
damn!
ahead,
I
go ahead,
missed one
go
one
ahead.
point, one big point. But keep going. Oh, my one big point. We got the offensive coordinator from the Seahawks. You know the
Mhm,
Seahawks, what they looked like
mhm.
last year, right? With Geno Smith. Geno Smith been in the league for a few years, and been subpar. Last year he had a breakout season because of this offensive coordinator, our new offensive coordinator. So I feel like we got a upgrade when it did when it comes to our offensive coordinator. Love Byron Leftwich, hometown guy, but I feel like we
Yeah,
got
and
a upgrade right there.
honestly, with my Bucks, the only thing that I really asked for is for us to get pressure on the edge. Joe Tryoff, Swayenka, he would get back there to the quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks would just hit a quick move and his ass would be on skates. And regardless if our season is good or not, as long as we sweep the Saints, I'm happy. Like straight up. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want to beat them
That's
twice.
crazy.
That's it. Like
Hey, the Saints
that's
have
the
our
I think so
number.
when Brady, because
The
they
Yeah.
swept
Saints,
they swept
the
them when
Saints
Brady
have our
first year,
number.
right? But he got him in the play. I think
Mhm.
But they
all right.
got him out of there in the playoffs.
In the
Yeah,
playoffs
we got him out of there.
when it
What's
count,
your
like
thoughts, Justin?
when it counts.
What you said?
What's your thoughts on the Bucks?
I mean, I would say,
Got
y'all not gonna get there with Baker, man. I'm sorry. I know y'all seen the little training camp Jones, but I ain't even gonna take that though. I ain't gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, as his track record, is him not being able to get out of the pocket and throw the ball. And I don't know about y'all offensive line; it's questionable. So,
Oh no,
what you mean?
oh no.
I'm
Our
just,
We were
I'm,
line
hurt last year.
questionable.
huh?
We were hurt. We
I'm
were
just
We
hurt.
were
saying.
hurt.
I'm just saying.
We
I can
got
only
Big
go from
Jensen back.
last
We
year.
got we straight.
All
We
right.
got
Well, I'm just saying he ain't able to get out the pocket. His timing be off. So I think it's gonna be the same film y'all been seeing before. I think y'all gonna get the same. It's gonna be the same film.
But that's the thing though, because one of the things that I really want with the Bucks this year, if our defense is a top five defense, one thing last year that the Bucks defense was not doing was turnovers. Like for us to have a bad year, for us to still be a top 10 defense, the year that we won the Super Bowl was turnovers. We were sacking the quarterback with Jason, Pierre Paul, Barrett. Like,
yeah,
we were bringing pressure to the quarterback. If we can
and we
just
had
do
Sue.
that, and like I feel like if we can do that, and if Baker fucks up, or like it's at that point, we already know Mike Evans is going to get 1,000. We already know Godwin's probably going to get like 100 catches. Rashard White is probably going to get like 50 plus. Um, Auden should be, maybe like 600, 700 yards. Offensive line was hurt last year. I mean, it's a lot of ifs. It's a whole lot of ifs. I
But
just hope that it
that's the
works.
NFL though.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks they know who's gonna win the Super Bowl before the season starts. Everybody fantasy team gonna win win their fantasy because this player gonna do this player gonna do that. When everything comes out, it's not ever what you really think.
Yeah.
So we don't know what's really gonna happen, but I think we still gonna win like 7 or 8 games. So
So speaking
we'll
about
see.
that, Vegas has us at 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So before I even ask you if we're going to go over or under, let me try to read over our schedule so that way you are aware and we can come up with that. So week one, we're at the Minnesota Vikings. Week two, home
Loss.
versus the Chicago Bears. Week three, home versus the Eagles. Week
Loss.
four is that matchup that excuse me, week four is that matchup that we all are waiting for at the Saints. Week five, we have a bye week. Week six is when we bring out the orange Sickles jersey playing against the Lions. Week seven is against the Falcons. Week eight at Buffalo. Week nine at Houston. Week 10, Tennessee. Week 11 at San Fran. 12, we got the Colts. We got Panthers, Falcons, Packers, Jags, New Orleans, and ending the season
say
at
over.
Carolina.
I'll take over. I can see y'all winning 7 games. I'm taking over.
Yeah, a
I got
7-8.
y'all over.
A 7-8.
Mm-hmm. Hey, after
like,
8,
I can
it's
definitely
going
see
to
y'all
be
winning at
definitely
least
like
7 in a row.
somebody must have got hurt
Like,
from
there's
that
no,
other team.
there's not that many games where I'm like,
Um,
oh yeah, that's a loss, that's a loss, that's a loss for sure.
Yeah.
That start of y'all season though, hey, there's a couple of those
correct.
that's a loss, that's a loss.
Woo, whew. So that's another thing though. If we start off bad, we might tank
So
to get the number 1
y'all
pick.
going
Yeah.
Right.
y'all home against Minnesota,
Home versus
away
Bears.
to Bears?
No, we home against the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're at Minnesota, and then we're home versus the Bears, and then the Eagles, and then we play y'all at home.
So that
Yeah,
first stretch,
Before y'all
Vikings is lost.
buy, that's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is. I'm not gonna lie. That
we
is.
might win. I think we might win
TJ
1
The
game,
Bears ain't sweet.
and they're
Yeah,
not.
They not sweet.
They're
they're
not.
not.
They're not sweet, and I think Justin Fields going to have a breakout season. Like he was putting it all together at the end of the season last year,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and this is his second year with his new coach because he was with initially with Nagy, who with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
So
Mm.
we about to see.
Yeah.
We got that.
But I want to hear about what
That's a
these
little
Saints
later.
got, man. I ain't
That's
do
a
no
little,
research on those Saints.
We coming on them.
Jameis Winston, Crab Legs going to end up being y'all starting quarterback. You already know what's about to happen
I can't
there.
wait. You want to do the Saints and then the
Interception.
next one or what? I feel like we.
That's y'all man.
Go ahead. We can switch it around. All right.
My
Well,
bad.
hey.
I ain't mean
Yeah,
to
go ahead,
mess up the
go
show.
ahead. Yeah.
No. This
You
is what we want. This is what we want. This is what we want. We don't talk about. This is what we want. Let's hop
good,
into
you
the
good.
Saints. Pause.
You
Hop
good?
on. Talk about
Yeah.
man. Let's talk about the Saints, man. 7-2 last year. Last year's rankings, their offense ranked 19th. They had a top 5 defense, number 1 against the passing defense. Derek Carr, man, they got Derek Carr. That's last year they had Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton. Let's talk about how Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, and Kendre Miller, that backfield is going to look like this year. Who's going to be Derek Carr's number 1? Chris Olave. Y'all think? What you think? You guys think the Saints have an underrated defense? But I'm gonna just give it to Justin. Like I said, like we did with him. I'm gonna give you a minute. Nobody gonna say nothing. We're gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna stop you right at that minute, though. Okay? Let me know when you're ready.
All right, let's tap in right now. All right, who that nation? You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give it to you straight. One thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna play defense, right? And all right, we got somebody to get the ball there. All right, Derek Carr is a full replica of Drew Brees. All right, he one step, but he a replica. I'm trying to tell you, a Drew Brees. I'm trying to tell you, he's not going to wow you, but he can get the ball there. All right. So that said, we will be back in the playoffs and making noise. All right, you hear me? We are a complete team. We got Michael Thomas back. He healthy. Hopefully, he got his mind right. We you know what I'm saying, get past everything. Like I said, if we can win our home games and sneak away from, you know what I'm saying, losing field goal.
Right there. Hey, before they get into it, I'm gonna say I got the Saints winning the division this year. That's my pick. That's my pick to win the division this year.
That's all
Like you said, man.
Hey.
I do think Derek Carr is an upgrade from Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton last year. You got to think when Derek Carr has a top defense, he took the Raiders to the playoffs. They have not given them a top defense around in many years. So, like you said, hey, I'm gonna pass it to them. But like I said, man, that's my pick for the doing it.
So that's my pick as well. Like you have to like if you look at the Saints and what they've done, they did an upgrade. They got an upgrade. They get Alvin Kamara back. They get Mike Thomas back. But you ain't touch on Alvin Kamara might get suspended. Mike Thomas, you never know what's going on with Mike
That's what I'm
Thomas.
saying. I say you gotta
But
be right.
from a defensive standpoint, I don't see y'all defense is y'all defense. Y'all, and then especially when y'all play at home, y'all defense is lights out. So y'all good there. I just don't. It's still on the hands of Derek Carr, just like the Bucks. It's all on the hands of Baker Mayfield. Derek Carr had one season, one good season where he he got the Raiders to the playoffs. Baker Mayfield had one good season where he got them to the playoffs. What's the difference? Like
Come on,
if you
man.
want to break it down like
What's
that,
the difference is he's been more consistent than Baker Mayfield. That's a fact.
And
yeah,
I would take Derek Carr over Baker
I
Mayfield.
would. I'm just trying to argue here, but I would too. When they're talking about, hey, if we could get Derek Carr or Baker Mayfield, I was like, let's get Derek. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
he's straight. Like,
I mean, honestly, Derek Carr, like just like everyone's been saying, everyone knows that he can get the ball around, and especially with a Chris Olave who happens to be the Saints' deep threat. Derek Carr is going to give him the ball. Like,
he's their number one.
yeah, he
I
is.
ain't gonna
He is.
hold you. I think in the first 3 weeks is gonna determine who's gonna be the one. Right now, you gotta
Yeah,
say Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? You
you
got
got to.
to. But I say in the first
Hot
3
boy.
weeks we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But Olave, he did. He for sure did.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, and then right now, I want to see how Kamara is actually going to because it's been a while since he had a legit season where like pretty much since Drew Brees left. I want to see how I was going to ball out, and for what read, I think he may get a suspension, maybe up to like 4 games. It's really not going, that's just 4 weeks, well, bye week for him, and he
right.
pretty much needs that. And
He back out there.
but that defense, the Saints defense is very underrated, man. Like people don't really talk about them enough. And they got Honey Badger
No,
back there. That D
Mm-hmm.
line, just like y'all said, when they're at home, it's
They
reckless. It don't
they
matter
running.
who. Yeah, like it's so. Mhm.
do they still got Jarvis Landry there too?
No.
Or he
Nah.
free? Okay.
He a free agent. I mean, the Saints are, like I don't have the Saints winning the division. I do not have my Bucks winning the division. I'll definitely let y'all know which team I got winning the division. I know it's crazy, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
If it ain't us,
since he said he
if it ain't us, it can't be. It gotta be y'all, man. Everything,
Right? I don't got nobody
everything
else.
else.
Atlanta?
I
Man,
mean, I don't know.
Atlanta got some young dogs. That's all I would say.
you can stamp
But
that. You can stamp that for sure. They got some youngins.
okay, so let's
But they
talk
also in
about
Atlanta.
Atlanta. They always mess up though. Yeah, some way somehow.
Yeah.
That
Some
is
way somehow.
true.
It's too much. Too much fun, man.
That is true. So with
So
the
let's
over, and under this year, they got the Saints at 9.5. Vegas got the Saints winning the division. Tebow, do you have the schedule for the Saints?
yeah, I got it. Let me
Mhm.
read through the schedule. Week 1, they are at home versus Tennessee.
Dub.
Week 2, they're on the road versus Carolina.
Dub.
Week 3, they're on the road versus Green Bay.
Question.
Week 4, at home versus Tampa Bay. Week 5, they go on the road to New England. Week 6, they go on the road to Houston. Week 7, they come back home versus the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football.
That's a
Then
good
they
one.
go on the road to Indianapolis, come back home versus Chicago, go away to Minnesota. Week 10, Week 11 is their bye week. Week 12, we got on the road versus the Falcons. Week 13, they're home versus Detroit. Week 14, they're home versus Carolina. Week 15, they're home versus the New York Giants. Week 16, they go on the road versus the LA Rams. Week 17, they go on the road versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and close the season out at home versus the Atlanta Falcons.
That's not that bad
So I
of
got one.
that's not that
I'll take
schedule.
10. I'll take over.
Yeah, we over.
I take over.
I'm in the over.
I got y'all winning 11
We got.
games.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I got 11 and 12.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Nah,
don't see how
y'all. Because I put in a loss here and there that could be a
Yeah, I
win.
mean,
divisional
questionable.
games.
Yeah, at Green Bay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or and at Minnesota, them, you know what I'm saying, those it can get
Yeah.
iffy.
It can get definitely
Yeah,
iffy out there. So now I can
yeah,
see those.
y'all got to go home. Y'all got to go home staying week 13 through 15 though. So those are the big weeks.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty
Yeah.
big weeks.
yeah,
Don't got travel nothing. Yeah.
yeah. Get healthy.
Yeah. So I am definitely going with the over. I can see them winning 10. I can even possibly looking at the schedule, they could probably win 12, to be honest with you, because
Yeah,
they got the
I got
games
12.
versus like, yeah, like they can. The Giants, we don't know if Saquon's going to be there. So offensively, when I think about the Giants offense, Daniel Jones and the Saints defense, I feel like that's a wrap. Um, Teams like the Texans, we don't know where they are going to stand, but they had the number 2 pick for a reason. Uh, who else? The Rams, divisional matchups as well. The Colts, like yeah, like these are games that could be easy for them. I mean, a New England game, that one can go either way because you just
Yeah.
never count out the Patriots. But yeah, I can see that.
Nah, for sure. I can see 12. I got 12.
All right. So moving on, talk about Carolina Panthers. They got a lot of off-season moves. Last year they finished 7-10. The offense ranked 29, defense ranked 22nd. They added Bryce Young with the first overall pick last year. They also added Andy Dalton, a good veteran in that locker room. Miles Sanders from the Eagles last year, Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, Jonathan Mingo, their other rookie, and they added another tight end, Hayden Hurst. How y'all think the Panthers are going to do this season based off all the moves they did?
Based off their offense and what they've done, mind you, they got a brand new coach, brand new quarterback. Their defense is still intact, and they upgraded on defense, so their defense is going to be good. So they're going to definitely be in games. But offensively, I don't see them doing that well with them having so many
Yeah,
new
whole
new,
lot of new
new
pieces.
pieces. I feel like the first half of the season is going to be super tough for them. I feel like the back half of the season they could win. They might split that. At max, I see them winning 4
4.
games,
Okay.
maybe 5.
Okay.
I got the Bucks sweeping. I got a sweeping the
Okay.
Panthers.
I can see that too. What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
Good?
I think it's a good. I think he got some good weapons to be able to make some impact. Obviously, he quarterback one. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, what I'm saying, debate that. But I just think early, you know what I'm saying, he gonna get those bumps and bruises, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's just gonna keep going over the speed bumps during the year and seeing them, striving for, something great in the long haul. But this year it's just gonna be, like I said, I think he's just gonna be going over speed bumps. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see some greatness, and then you're gonna see some, you know what I'm saying, like but they all right. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't nothing special. I think they 3 years away for
Yeah.
sure.
Big. Gotta give him a year. Gotta give Bryce Young a year. Develop with all those weapons and all. I don't know, man. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff coming out that training camp about Bryce Young. So it's tough. I see them winning over.
Training
Yeah,
camp.
exactly. That's why I'm like, I ain't reading too much into it. Do I see them winning over 7.5 games based on
Nah.
Vegas
Adam
right now?
You don't even
You
got to go
after
through their
about what
list.
y'all thoughts first though?
Adam uh, Adam Thielen is their number 1 receiver. And that's that right there says a lot.
Oh,
That
That
tells
says a
you
lot.
everything you need to know as far as their receiving core. That tells you everything. Look at Adam Thielen's numbers last year. Look how much Kirk Cousins even targeted him because he couldn't get open. Like
He had a decent year.
old man time.
but he also
Yeah, I'm
had a
about to say
star
Justin
though.
Jefferson.
But he also had a star. Like they ain't think Justin was going to jump like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's why he was in the
I
Well,
shadows.
think
that boy
Adam
was
Thielen
in
can get
the
you.
he was in the shack house then, because I mean, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That is a go.
man.
Adam Thielen's career,
But
he's never been a number one. He had Stephon Diggs on the other side of him, and then he had Justin Jefferson. So that is going to be a big step for him to be a number one wide receiver. I didn't think about that till now.
Who they
yeah,
play?
And DJ Moore, people forgot that DJ Moore left to the Bears. He got traded to the
Yeah.
Bears in the offseason for that pick, I think. For that number one pick, too.
Nobody forgot. Nobody forgot. They don't got no receivers.
All right, so,
Adam Thielen had 700 and some yards last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, nah, he
Past 2
Hmm.
seasons.
hasn't gone over 1,000 yards.
I pulled it up.
He hasn't gone over
Huh?
1,000 yards each of those last 2 seasons.
Last 4 seasons. 2022.
Oh,
Again,
hell
that's what I'm
no.
saying. Like,
Hmm.
good luck. Adam Thielen last year 70 for 716. 2021, 67 catches, 726. 2020, 74 catches for
That's Jeff.
925. 2019, 30 catches for 418. You have to go all the way back to 2018, 2017 for him to go over 1,000. 2016, he had
Yeah, that's tough. I don't
967.
see that.
Nah, bro.
So
Nah.
you think his numbers about to go up now? I get the Justin Jefferson effect. You
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
you
that's what I was
good,
saying.
right?
That's what I was saying. He was getting all those looks because he wasn't a number one. He wasn't getting double teamed, nothing like that. But let me go over the schedule. I think everybody said under 7.5, but let's still read this one. Week 1, they start off on the road versus Atlanta. Week 2, they're at home versus the Saints. Week 3, they're on the road versus Seattle. Week 4, they're at home versus Minnesota. Week 5, they're on the road versus Detroit. Week 6, they're on the road versus Miami. Week 7, they have a bye week. Week 8, they're home versus Houston. Week 9, they're home versus Indy. Week 10, they're on the road versus Chicago. Week 11, they're home versus Dallas. Week 12, they're on the road versus Tennessee. Week 13, they're on the road versus Tampa Bay. Week 14, they're on the road versus New Orleans. Week 15, they're home versus Atlanta. Week 16, they're on home versus Green Bay, Christmas Eve game. Week 17, they're on the road versus Jacksonville. Week 18, they close it off at home versus Tampa Bay. They got like that stretch versus week 8 and week 10. I think those are all winnable games. And I think they're gonna split one versus Falcons. I think I give them like I can see them winning 6 or 7.
I see
More than
5.
6 or 7.
I give him 5. I give him 5.
After hearing that, I give him 5.
Okay. Right, we all run the range. Okay.
I got him under.
Under 7.5. Under 5. Okay. All right. So we'll agree on that. Moving the under for the Carolina Panthers next year. Let's move on to a team that a lot of people might be sleeping on just because of their name, Atlanta Falcons. This division, I didn't realize how many. Yeah, go ahead. What?
NFC. I got them winning the division this year. I got the Falcons winning the division this year.
I'm assuming you're saying that because they got my guy Heineke
Atlanta
over there.
Falcons.
That's the only reason why I'm gonna assume that.
I mean, if Heineke to me is the better quarterback. I feel like Heineke should be starting. I'm not saying that he's gonna, he's a bridge quarterback. I feel like he's the perfect bridge quarterback. Their running offense last year was number 2 in the league. Their current, I forgot the name of the running back they had last year. He broke the rookie record when it come down to rushing yards for a Falcons. And now they got Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts is going to be good.
Everybody's super high on Bijan Robinson, man.
I feel like they're going to
Everybody's super high on Bijan.
In a rotation, though.
They talk about him playing receiver. They talk about him playing running back. Him having over 1,500 yards combined as a rookie.
I don't know. He got that good. His skill set is he's tough.
His skill set is crazy.
1,500 yards.
He a dog.
I believe it's possible.
That's a lot. That's
a lot. As a rookie.
That's a lot.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. So
I don't think I'm doing that much.
It's definitely possible, but it's just you just don't know what you're gonna get with Atlanta. Like we don't know. We haven't seen Ritter. We don't know what he's gonna give you. Pitts, we seen some good spots with Pitts. Drake, big receiver.
Drake London, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have on paper, like they have a young nucleus team, but I just don't know. So I'm just gonna say they're not gonna do that good.
I don't think over under on them is 8.5.
What's the over under on them?
I'm taking under.
I mean, hey Dan, you gotta go over if you thinking they win in the division, huh?
Yeah, I'm taking.
I know, like still, like.
But
I got them 6-7 games.
Snipes said 16 and
9.
Yeah.
I got them over.
I'll take it under. I got them at 8.
What's their schedule looking like?
So, week 1, they're at home versus Carolina. Week 2, they're home versus Green Bay. Week 3, they're on the road versus Detroit. Week 4, they're at home versus Jacksonville. Week 5, they're on the road versus Houston. Week 6, they're on the road versus Commanders. Week 7, they're at home versus Tampa Bay. Week 8, they're at home versus Tennessee. They're on the road versus Tennessee. They're also on the road that Week 7 game versus Tampa Bay, my bad. Week 9, they're home versus Minnesota. Week 10, they're on the road at Arizona. Week 11, they have their bye. They come back home Week 12 versus New Orleans. Week 13, they're on the road versus the Jets. Week 14, they're home versus Tampa Bay. Week 15, they're on the road versus Carolina. Week 16, they're home versus Indy. Week 17, they're on the road versus Chicago.
That's not a bad schedule.
New Orleans.
That's not.
That's what I said. I'll take 8. Like I don't see.
So you got them with the under.
I say 1 an 8 game. Yeah, I got them at the under. I don't see.
I got them winning 9
over 8.5.
I still got them at 7.
Because you gotta think.
You need to take it in.
That you gotta think. It's the Falcons. Some way, somehow, they gonna have that 9th game won for you, Snipes, in the first half.
You're right.
And then somehow
You're
they're gonna say 8.
I don't know, man. We will definitely see. I don't know what happened with Diesel. I think we lost him on that. But outside of that, do we got any other thing that you want to say about this NFC South, Justin? Do you got anything to say?
I mean, what I would say, it's going to be way more competitive than, you know what I'm saying, than running away. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be way more competitive where when Brady and them was there, they was like two games, 1 game away, you know, things like that. But like I said, it's going to be it's a tales of defense this time. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got questionables at quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every team got a new quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be questionable about the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna entail everything winning wise for every team. That's what's crazy.
That's true. I mean, I definitely cannot wait. I think we're I think training camp starts. Some training camp starts next week, and you know the season is about a month and a half away. And yeah, man, this is Sports State of Mind, episode 107, talking about the NFC South. Justin, I'd like to thank you for coming on.
Man, thank you.
Diesel, I'd like to thank you. Diesel, I'd like to thank you as well. And this is Sports State of Mind, episode 107. Snipes KB and Teboo, we are out.